What's up, fans? Welcome back to the show. Guys, time with the Brys. The Brys is back, so thank you guys so much for joining me today. I know it's been a long time since the Brys has been on the podcast. I was gone for a week in Seattle visiting my cousin, Trevor Opaleski, so shout out to him. I had a great time there. Went to the Space Needle, checked out a Mariners game, went to the Museum of Pop Culture, went to the market, the famous market out there, went hiking, almost 9-mile hike. It was awesome and a great experience. I'm glad I went. But yeah, it was just an amazing trip, guys. I had a lot of fun. So if you've never been to Seattle, I strongly suggest going there for a few days or even a week. But yeah, I did a lot of things I wanted to do. Just a lot of great stuff out there. I visited Jimi Hendrix's memorial, Bruce Lee and his sons Brandon Lee's memorial as well. Excuse me, a little brain fart there. I know it's been a while, right? Can't you tell? But yeah, I visited their grave sites. It was just awesome, man. It really was. It really was a great time going to Seattle and visiting my cousin and just checking the place out. So yeah, crazy stuff, man. But yeah, I was gone for a week. The weather was nice. Went to the Gorge, the famous Gorge amphitheater out there. Great venue. I mean, it's a stage and then you got the mountains in the background. It was awesome. Tiesto killed it. He had a great set there. A bunch of artists, EDM artists out there. It was a great concert. One of the best concerts / events I've been to in my lifetime. So yeah, we did that as well. But yeah, lots of stuff we did. I visited my other cousin Jeremy from Portland, Oregon. Went down there for a little bit, hung out with him. It was just a great time and I'm glad I went. So yeah, if you guys never been to Seattle, I strongly suggest you guys going to Seattle and checking that out because it was awesome. You won't regret it for sure. And then and then I went to Aberdeen as well. Obviously that's where Kurt Cobain grew up. Saw his memorial park. A third of his ashes were scattered to the place where my cousin and I went. And then we went under the bridge where he used to hang out back in the day. Grew inspiration for some of his songs, like Something in the Way, which is one of my favorite Nirvana songs. I just like how it's different from their hard punk rock, metal, not really metal, but like punk rock, I guess, genre that they're used to. It's a slow, subtle, easy, steady rock song. Slow melody. It was different. It's different. So yeah, he grew inspiration writing that song. But yeah, it was cool checking that out. But yeah, the state of Washington was awesome. I'll definitely be back. But yeah, if you guys never been to Seattle or even the state of Washington, I strongly suggest going there. So yeah, enough about me ranting or going talking about my trip. I know it's been a while since we had a podcasting episode. Guys, time with the Brys. Brys, I've been hurt. Obviously, if you can see my two, my middle and my ring finger, obviously they have no nails because obviously the Brys had a little accident with the lawnmower, and we're gonna just keep it at that. You guys can think about that one. I'll leave that up to interpretation or use your imagination. But yeah, it was definitely embarrassing. It was stupid, but I'll definitely not do that again. So yeah, I've been recovering. But yeah, back on track, trying to get these episodes out. I know you guys have been waiting, and it's been a few weeks, almost a month really, since I got an episode out. But yeah, nothing's changed. We got lots of sports going on. We got the Stanley Cup Finals. We got the NBA Finals. Football's right around the corner. Like I mentioned in the last episode, we'll be, soon enough, we'll be doing fantasy football drafts all around the world. So we got that going on. We got UFC, a lot of UFC fights coming up. A lot of Saturdays going to be booked with UFC events, so check those out. We got the PGA Tour and the Live Golf merging announced earlier this week, so we got that going on. So yeah, crazy stuff going on. Sports never stops. That's why I love it. It's 24/7 all year round. But yeah, let's get right into it. As always, let's dive in. We got the Stanley Cup playoffs. We got Game 3 tonight in Florida. Vegas Golden Knights are up 2-0. They've been dominant. The last game Monday night, they won 7-2. In the game on Saturday, Game 1 at Vegas, they won 5-2. So they've been really good on the offensive side. Vegas has. I mean, they're just scoring goals left and right. Guys are making plays. They're setting up the shots and they're just rifling it away. And then Florida, man, they need to win tonight. They're really struggling. They're netminer, Sergei Bobrovsky, the best, in my opinion, goalie in these playoffs, in these Stanley Cup finals. He's been really struggling lately. They had to pull him out. I think both game 1 and 2, he was struggling that bad. But hopefully tonight, maybe he redeems himself at home. We're going to Florida. We're going down in Florida. 2 games there, but I'm telling you something right now. If Vegas goes up 3-0, Florida's done. Florida's in trouble. They're not going to rebound from that. If they do, that'd be the craziest story in recent memory in sports. But Vegas is looking really good right now. They really do. So yeah, we got Game 3 on tonight, TNT, 8 p.m. I do believe, or 8:30. I think it's 8:30. Check it out. Place your bets. It's going to be a good one. But yeah, the Vegas Golden Knights and the Florida Panthers. Really intense series. I mean, lots of fighting, especially in the last game. And I think that was just frustration on the Florida Panthers' part. Obviously, getting blown out 7-2. It's embarrassing. In the Stanley Cup Finals, you're one of the best teams, and you get blown out like that, and you're down 2-0 in this series. So yeah, Florida. It's really important for them to win tonight at home ice. They got the advantage. We'll see what happens, but I like both teams because each team has not won a Stanley Cup. I've been a fan of the Golden Knights ever since they became a team back in 2017, I do believe. So yeah, 6 years, man. They made the playoffs 4 out of 6 years, and this is their second Stanley Cup final. It's crazy. Their first year, very first year of existence, expansion team, goes to the Stanley Cup Finals. Obviously, they lost to the Washington Capitals, but that's still impressive. So now they have a chance to win their first Stanley Cup in franchise history. So yeah, we got Game 3 on tonight, guys. All you hockey fanatics out there, place your bets. Golden Knights, Florida Panthers, 8:30 p.m. on TNT. It's going to be a good one. Game 3, Thursday night. Check it out. I mean, it's hockey, man. Stanley Cup Finals. There's nothing better out there today. I'm sure Crazy Chris would appreciate that. And I miss you, Crazy Chris. We got to talk soon enough. We got fantasy football coming right around the corner, buddy. So I miss you. Hopefully you're watching some hockey. Hopefully you're doing good out there in Kansas City, Missouri. So we got that going on. Let's hop over to the NBA Finals. Obviously on this podcast, we don't really talk about the NBA. I'll be honest, I'm not a big fan of the NBA. I'll throw it out there right now. You guys can criticize me all you want. But we still got the NBA Finals. We got the Denver Nuggets and the Miami Heat. The Denver Nuggets taking care of business. Game 3 last night. Nikola Jokic, that guy is a beast. I mean, triple-double again. I mean, that guy's just all over the place. But yeah, the Denver Nuggets won last night, so they're up 2-1 in that series. They play tomorrow night, 8:30 p.m. Miami Heat. Obviously, they're looking to try to tie that series up. But yeah, Denver looking like the favorite to win the NBA Finals. So yeah, you got that going on. And that's really all I have because I'll be honest, like I said, I don't really follow the NBA, but I just know that the Denver Nuggets are up 2-1 in the series. Game 4 tomorrow night. As you can see on my laptop, or I'm looking at my laptop right now. But yeah, definitely Jokic. That guy's a beast, man. So you got that going on right now. So yeah, you got the Stanley Cup Finals, you got the NBA Finals. What else is out there? Like I said, sports never stops, man. So we got the UFC, we got UFC Fight Night, we got UFC 289 this Saturday. We got Amanda Nunes, badass women's bantamweight champion, defending her title against Irene Aldana. She was supposed to defend against Juliana Pena. It would have been the third time they fought, but Juliana Pena had to pull out because of injury. So I think Nunes is going to take care of business in this one. So I got Nunes winning that one. Now this lightweight bout, I think the winner of this one's going to get a title shot for the lightweight championship against Islam Makhachev. And so you got Charles Oliveira going up against Beneil Dariush. So Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu versus wrestling. It's going to be very interesting how this one plays out. I would like to see Charles Oliveira win, and I think he will win. But don't sleep on Beneil Dariush, man. That guy has some serious power, and his wrestling's pretty damn good. But Charles Oliveira, I don't know, he finds a way to win. When he's getting his ass kicked, he survives the round, and next round he's a completely different fighter. So I think Charles Oliveira wins this one. I think this is going to be the fight of the night. I'm really excited about this one because, like I said, it's the lightweights, my favorite division in the UFC right now. Lots of great lightweights going on. Beneil Dariush, I like his work. Charles Oliveira is a monster. So this one's going to be a really good one. Like I said, fight in the night, written all over it. But I got Charles Oliveira winning a very close one in that. And then, yeah, that's really it. That's really the top names. And you got Danny Inge versus Nate Landwehr I watched one of his fights a couple months ago, and he looked really damn good. So I wouldn't be surprised if he wins that fight there. Let's see what else. Yeah. So yeah, like I said, Juliana Pena had to cancel because she got injured. So yeah, this weekend, UFC 289, 10 p.m. main card. Place your bets. Watch it. Get your friends and families over. Drink some beer, have some chicken wings, eat some pizza. It's gonna be a good one. But yeah, we got that, and then Vittori and Cannonier. That's coming up in a couple weeks. That's going to be an interesting one, Saturday, June 17th. So check out that one for sure. And then you got another fight night. You got Josh Emmett going against Ilia Topuria, featherweight bout. That's going to be interesting. Topuria is undefeated, so that'll be definitely really interesting, especially Josh Emmett coming off that loss against Yair Rodriguez. And obviously he's going to be fighting soon, UFC 290, the next pay-per-view in July 8th. You got Alexander Volkanovski defending the featherweight title against Yair Rodriguez. That's going to be a really good fight, in my opinion. And then the flyweight title fight, co-main event, you got Brandon Moreno, the champion, going up against Alexandre Pantoja. That's going to be interesting. You got Robert Whittaker going up against Dricus du Plessis, the South African who's been making a lot of noise in the middleweight division. So that's going to be a good one as well. So this one's actually a pretty stacked card if you think about it. Dan Hooker's on this card. Bull Nickel, standout wrestler who's been kicking ass lately. He's going to be on that card as well. So you got that, July 8th, that card. And then UFC 291, guys, I can't wait for this one. I tell you what, this is probably going to be the best pay-per-view fight night of the year. You got Dustin Poirier, a badass motherfucker, going up against another badass motherfucker, and Justin Gaethje. These guys are going to beat the hell out of each other. This is the second time around. I think they fought back in 2018, so yeah, it's been 5 years since they fought. But yeah, this one, they're going for the bad motherfucker title. You know, I don't know why it's a gimmick, but whatever. I mean, they are bad motherfuckers. I mean, they're badasses for sure. They're going to prove it. I mean, July 29th. This, like I said, guys, and that has fight of the year, not fight of the night. Of course, that's going to get fight of the night, in my opinion. That's fight of the year written all over it. You know, two of my favorites right now, Poirier and Gaethje. I mean, they just beat the hell out of their opponents. I mean, they just come out and start swinging. So I wouldn't be surprised if this goes the distance. I wouldn't be surprised if someone gets knocked out. But this is going to be awesome. So Dustin Poirier, Justin Gaethje, BMF title, July 29th, UFC 291. It's going to be awesome, man. So, yeah, you got that. And then the co-main event, you got Jan Blachowicz going up against Alex Pereira. Alex Pereira making his debut at the light heavyweight division. So that's going to be a good one. And then the legend, El Kukoi, Tony Ferguson, looking to get a win. Obviously, he's lost his last 5 fights, man. And this guy was on a 12-fight winning streak. It's sad. It's a tragic story with him. And then, unfortunately, he got a DUI, I think, last month or a couple months ago. So, yeah, he's definitely battling some demons. It's sad. You know, obviously he's a great fighter, but, you know, the human being, I mean, he's just going through a lot of shit right now. So, hopefully, I want him to win. This win, I think, would cement his legacy. I think he needs to retire after that. Win, lose, or draw, he needs to retire because I just don't want to see him take any more damage. So, but he's on this card as well, going up against Bobby Green, who is a bad motherfucker as well. So that's going to be an interesting fight. Paulo Costa is on this card. About time we finally saw him in action. Stephen Thompson, another legend. He's going to be on the, I think he's going to be on the preliminaries, the prelims. So you got that. Derek Lewis is going to be fighting that night. Michael Chiesa and Kevin Holland going to fight each other. So lots of big names for this card. Like I said, and this card's got, you know, best fight card or best pay-per-view all year written all over it. And then you got Dustin Poirier and Justin Gaethje. That's got fight of the year written all over it. I mean, these guys, someone's going to get knocked out or, you know, this is going to go the distance. Their faces are not going to look the same after this fight. But, yeah, it's the second time they're going around. So place your bets for that one. I don't even know, man. I like both of them. They're both badasses. I don't know, but I'm really excited about that one. So, yeah, UFC 291, July 29th. Check it out. Place your bets. But, yeah, that's the UFC, man. You got lots of fights coming up. So, it's really cool to see that. It's really cool to see that. See what else we got going on here. Yeah, I mean, UFC dishes out some good fights. So, Yeah, we got that. We already went over that. Yeah, 290, 91. Let's say UFC 292. Okay, so that's the August one, August 19th. So the bantamweight title, 135. You got Aljamain Sterling, the champion, defending his title against Sean O'Malley. That's going to be interesting. And then, yeah, Chris Weidman coming back. He broke his leg a few years back, so he's making his return to the octagon on that card. So, yeah, UFC, man, they always impress during the summer months. So, yeah, check out the UFC, guys. It's going to be lots of fights this summer. Check them out. But, yeah, UFC 291, I'm really excited about that. So, now we got to hop over to the Detroit Lions. So, yes, lots of talk with the Detroit Lions. Lots of people like the Detroit Lions. They like them to win the division. And a lot of people say they have a chance against the Kansas City Chiefs. Opening game, Thursday Night Football, on the road against the defending Super Bowl champs. If the Lions win that one, man, dude, that sets the tone for the rest of the season. But if they lose, so be it. I mean, this is their very first big test. And I actually like that they scheduled the Kansas City Chiefs on the road, because it's a challenge. We're going to find out who the Detroit Lions are in this game. Really, I mean, you're going up against the Super Bowl champs. You're going up against the best quarterback, Patrick Mahomes. So we'll see, if the Lions can do something, man. I mean, just lots of talk, lots of buzz going around here in the Motor City. So when's the last time that happened, So I really think the Lions have a chance to do some great things this year. And like I said before, how I've been criticizing these guys. You guys heard me over the years on this podcast. But the Lions, man, I don't know. They're making noise, but they got proven on the field. So we'll see what happens. But opening night of the 2023 season, Thursday Night Football against the defending Super Bowl champs, Kansas City Chiefs, on the road. It's going to be crazy. So we'll see what happens there. And then they got the Seahawks. Week 2, week 3, they got the Falcons, Packers at Lambeau, Carolina Panthers at the Buccaneers, at the Ravens, home against the Raiders. Week 9, they have a bye week at the Chargers, Chicago home, Packers home, at New Orleans, at Chicago, home against Denver, at Minnesota, at Dallas. That's going to be an interesting game as well. I'm sure Crazy Chris will enjoy that one. He loves his Cowboys. I don't know why, but he does. Yeah, I know. I give him shit about it all the time. And then they close out the season with the Vikings. So looking at the schedule, this is kind of an interesting schedule. I mean, it's sort of tough. It really is. But, how they finished off last year, the Lions, obviously, how they finished off last year, I think they just need to keep going, pedal to the metal, lit a fire on their ass, get going. I mean, even if they lose their first game against Kansas City, it is what it is. But at the same time, they just got to keep going, because a lot of eyes are on them. Everyone's watching. All this talk. You get all these players. You draft these players. You get all these players in free agency. Cam Sutton, C.J. Gardner-Johnson, Emmanuel Mosley. These draft Jahmyr Gibbs out of Alabama. You got Jack Campbell, linebacker out of Iowa. You draft another tight end, and Sam Laporta, another weapon for Jared Goff. So I don't know, man. You got to prove it on the field. I mean, but I'm actually very excited about this season. I'll be very honest about that. Like I said, never heard this much talk about Detroit Lions football. I mean, they're even mentioning them on ESPN, guys. That's crazy. It's crazy. We were the laughing stock for many years, but now all of a sudden we get this respect. So we'll see what happens. I would like them to do good. I think they can possibly win 10, 11 games this year, a 17-game season. It's possible. I think I strongly believe they will win the division. They have the division is theirs for the taking, in my opinion. But yeah, from there, just prove everyone that you can play football and win games, man. Dominate the NFC North, dominate the NFL. We'll see. But yeah, I'm very excited about the Lions. So yeah, check out the Lions, guys. They're gonna make a lot of noise this year, in my opinion. So yeah, you got that, and that is it, guys. Guys, time with the Brys. First episode in a long time. Thank you for joining me. as always, this episode is going to be available later today, so check it out. I'll post it on my YouTube page at Guys Time with the Brys. So check it out there. The video, obviously, and the audio will be available on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, wherever you listen to your podcast, it'll be available. But yeah, it's good to get an episode out. The Brys is doing okay. My fingers are good. I still got them. Thank God. You know, someone was watching me that day, so I got my fingers. They just look a little fucked up without the nails, a little disgusting, but it's okay. I'm alive, and I still got both fingers. So you got that going on. My Seattle trip was awesome. You got the Stanley Cup Finals going on tonight. Watch that. The NBA Finals game 3 or game 4 rather is tomorrow night. So check that out. UFC, lots of pay-per-views coming up during the summer. So check that out. I'm really excited about UFC 291, Poirier versus Gaethje. Those two are gonna beat the shit out of each other. And then you got the Detroit Lions come. Obviously their season starts in a few months. They're going to make a lot of noise. Quote me on that. They're going to make a lot of noise this year. And I really hope they do great things. And yeah, the NFL is right around the corner, guys. So you got that, and that's it, guys. So yeah, check out this episode. Guys Time the Brys t-shirt. If you want one, let me know. And that's pretty much it. This episode will be available later today. All right, peace out, guys. The Brys is out. Thank you for joining me. You guys are awesome. Take care. Peace.